what's awesome, TaylorPatrice, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. So today is the video that you guys have all been waiting for. It is my life update. Like, girl, where you been? Life has been extremely hectic, and I definitely expressed that in my college move-in vlog. And I'm pretty sure if you've been following my journey, you can tell that like I'm back in the dorms, well, on-campus apartments. And that's hectic within itself, okay, because I feel like I'm too old to be living on campus, and my mindset definitely isn't like college, like, oh, living the college life. Is definitely more like mature and business women, I guess you could say, and I put quotes around that just because like I'm limited. I have a limited amount of space here, and I can't do what I want to do. Even with like my filming area, as you guys can see, voila, it's just it's not the same when you're like trying to squeeze everything into a little amount of space, but we're gonna make it work. For those of you that have been following my journey, I just wanted to say I really appreciate you guys. You guys are so amazing, and without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So I made a list of things so I would know like exactly what I wanted to touch on. So if you see me looking down at my phone, that is why. I mean, I'm just getting old and I can't remember everything. I literally have to write everything down. Like I have to write down when I need to pee. Like, that's how bad it is. Okay, so at the beginning of the summer, I was invited to an event at Macy's held by Estee Lauder, makeup company in Macy's, okay? And that was a really cool event. I ended up vlogging, but then I just deleted the footage because I wasn't happy with it, and I didn't like vlog a lot of footage. But I was invited. I'll put the picture on the screen, and that was a really dope experience, and that kind of opened my eyes to what I wanted to do, or not necessarily what I wanted to do, but the people that I wanted to be around. And that was just like influencers, entrepreneurs, business women, people of that nature. And just being there, being invited, getting free products, being able to express myself in the way that I wanted to, and network. I was like, you know what, I can do this full time. So I went and I made a list of videos that I wanted to do this summer, okay? And let me find that list. Literally made a list, okay? You guys probably can't see this, but like, we're still going, okay? I made that list, and it has like a lot of video ideas on it, and I just knew that I was gonna go somewhere at the beginning of the summer. I just knew I was gonna do what I wanted to do. And then I stopped my job search. So I think the last thing that you guys had heard of was like, I'm just gonna go home for the summer and work. I had been looking for jobs. Nothing was like what I wanted to do. So I was like, you know what, I can just build up my YouTube channel. I can build up my Instagram, which essentially I did. I now have 22,000 followers on Instagram. So if you're not following me, go ahead and do so. I did end up doing that on Instagram. I built some relationships. I wouldn't necessarily call them friendships, but with some pretty important people, some pretty popular people, and that was like really cool because I'm like, oh, you're talking to little me, like me. But as you guys can see, my YouTube channel failed. So at the beginning of the summer, my mom got sick, and you guys hear stuff in the background? It's my roommates. So my mom got sick, and I had to actually call the emergency squad for her. That was a really scary situation. You guys know that I really struggle with anxiety, so trying to keep my anxiety together was kind of hard. But she made it through, and I ended up starting a job just so I could have like multiple streams of income. And so I had to take off of work to help her. Literally exactly a week after, my grandma got sick. And if you guys don't know, I live with my mom and my grandma when I'm back home, and that was a scary situation because like for a minute she didn't, like, she remembered who we were, but she like wasn't making sense. My grandma was 82, and you know, I was kind of just accepting the fact that like she's old and whatever happens happens. So trying to keep my mom together because my grandma is her mother, and with my mom being sick and trying to recover, and with me working at a school / a daycare, and me always being sick because I was constantly sick this summer. By the time my grandma went to the hospital, I had a fever and I was at the hospital like all the time, like between that past week and then the week that she went. It was just not a good situation. Having issues with relationships in general, and it was just really hard, but I was trying to stay strong for everybody else and definitely not trying to allow my anxiety to flare, because if we go back to like a couple months prior to that, I was having panic attacks every like 30 minutes for a week straight, and I didn't want to experience that again. So that was hard. And then my mom had turned my room into an office, and I was thinking at the beginning of the summer, like, I'm gonna have to stay here for the school year to help them out. So I didn't have a bed, I didn't have furniture at all, so I had to, you know, go and be a big girl and buy furniture. I didn't want to use the office space that she had made into an office, my room, my old room, because I wanted a bigger bed. So I ended up moving my stuff to the basement. With that being said, I needed to get the basement redone because the basement is like dark. We had wood paneling, we still do, but it's painted now. And I just was like, okay, I need to make this comfortable for me, although it's only a temporary situation. That was the beginning of my summer. Like I mentioned, I got a job, and the job was cool. The people were definitely cool. They kept me going every day, but with the stuff that I was going through and with my job being very, very, very unorganized, it was very stressful on me because unorganization makes my anxiety rise to a certain extent, but I was already going through stuff and I didn't want it to like trigger. But I needed the money to keep up with my channel, so then I started working like extra hours. Like one day I worked 14 hours. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I worked 14 hours, and I was just really enjoying the money that I was making to be able to purchase stuff for my channel, like so I can do like lookbooks and just like buy the latest makeup and just all that stuff. And then, as you guys can see, my channel didn't go anywhere, and I was still buying the stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I was just tired by the time I got home, and then helped them out and then taking care of the dogs. Like, I was just tired. So throughout that time, I just realized that I really wanted more for myself, and talking to the people that I worked with, and like, honestly, they were just amazing because they really hyped up my head, you guys. Like, they were like, you know, you just have a good head on you, you're heading in the right direction, like, I think you're ready. I think you're ready. Because I would literally be reading during my breaks, and I would be doing research on the business that is about to be launched, and like, I was just motivated to not be there for the rest of my life, if that makes sense. During this time, I also had a meeting with Alita Stinson. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her on YouTube. She does have a YouTube channel, but she's definitely more known on Instagram. So girl, if you're watching this, shout out to you, because she set aside time for us to meet up at her office, and she really just opened my mind to doing things that I never thought that I would say that I'm going to do. If I'm being honest with you guys, my self-esteem is pretty high, but my self-confidence is pretty low. And sometimes I'm really just like, wow, like, can I really do this? Or can I really see myself doing this? It's really hard for me to like accept that like I'm actually good at this, because I never saw myself doing anything like this, or inspiring others, or having people like look up to me, or just being an influencer overall. She has her own influencer marketing firm. She has now moved to an office space in Columbus, Ohio, and just seeing her and her journey really inspired me. Lisa, you are an amazing person. That little 30-minute meeting that we had really inspired me to let go and let God. I officially figured out what it is I wanted to do, and not necessarily what it is I want to do, but what field I want to go into. And I know that I don't need a degree to do it. However, I've been here and I've always wanted my degree. It's always been a dream of mine to just walk across that stage. But I'm not even gonna lie, I was really frustrated because I am 22. This is my 5th year of college, and I can't even tell you when I'm going to graduate, which is why my intro is Road to Graduation, because this has honestly been a journey from trying to figure out what it is I wanted to do, having plans to play basketball, because that was my goal. Really good basketball player. If you guys scroll all the way down, you guys will see that basketball was my life. Wanted to go to school for it, wanted to be a teacher, wanted to be a coach. So I was always around athletes. When I got to college and realized that's not really me. I'm more of a business woman. YouTube, let's do YouTube. It was kind of shot down. It was kind of frowned upon at first because people didn't know what I was doing, and then I couldn't explain to people what I wanted to do. So I just bounced back and forth between majors of, okay, well, I don't want to be a teacher anymore, but I still want to be in the school because I still want to guide people. Bounce back between psychology, social work teaching, psychology, social work teaching. And then last year I was like, forget it, I'm just going to go into business, like, because obviously, like, that sounds right? No. Then I went through my whole anxiety thing. And you know, I don't know if it was just God telling me, like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. You're trying to avoid what your calling is. Because I would get sick every year, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I would call my mom crying, like, what am I doing wrong? I'm experiencing the same things that I was in Saginaw that I am here. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? After talking to Ayana Alexis about another friend that was asking me about what it is that she did, and then looking at some other things, talking to Alita, and reading some books. Yo, I read some books this summer. I realized that communications wasn't such a bad thing. I feel like when people talk about communication, they're like, oh, that's just the easy way out degree. But I realized that Wright State does have a mass communication degree that focuses specifically on like PR, journalism, broadcasting, things of that nature. And I said, you know what, I could really see myself doing this. If you asked me what company I wanted to work for, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know. But the whole influencer marketing, digital marketing, all of that good stuff, just like how to make your brand successful, I love that stuff. I also want to be able to speak to people, and I also want to increase my communication skills. So after doing that, I decided on mass communications, and I'm super excited to start this journey. I also decided that I wanted to be a business owner, so I am in the process of launching my social media marketing firm, which I spoke a little bit to you guys about on the vlog, but just in case you didn't watch it, we offer 5 different services, and those services are social media marketing, which includes social media coaching. If you guys want me to make a video about my social media marketing firm and like what exactly it is and like what exactly my business is, go ahead and comment that down below. But yes, social media marketing, graphic design, photography, video production, and events. And those events would be like networking events, but also like girl club events. And the girl club events would just be like basically a safe space where people can meet up, maybe like once a month, and we'll talk about specific topics. We'll have guest speakers. You guys can say who you guys want to come and speak, and I can try to get them. Maybe I can make this a traveling thing. I'm not really sure, but right now I'm focusing on being in Columbus. But just let me know your thoughts on it. I decided what business I wanted to start because I've always been like a businesswoman. I've always had this businesswoman thing about me. I've always had being an entrepreneur in me, but I didn't know what I wanted to go into, and I felt like, oh well, I do makeup and everybody's like, your makeup is nice, so why not start your own makeup line? Oh, your hair is nice, so why not sell bundles? But that just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm all about helping people. I'm all about women empowerment, and I think that, you know, naturally fearless, and you guys knowing what that is, be you, love you, because there's nobody out there like you. Just being naturally fearless and not afraid to do anything is what I'm all about, and I think that that's what this business is about, and just helping other brands and businesses, like small owned brands and small owned businesses, get to where they essentially want to go. With that being said, during that process, I did take 2 trips this summer. I did go to BeautyCon LA. That was really fun. If you guys didn't know about that, you guys want to see that, I do have a vlog on it. I'll link it down below. And I did go to Curl Fest, and if you guys didn't see that, I'll link that down below. Those were 2 amazing events. I wanted to go to BeautyCon LA. That was essentially like the event I wanted to go to, and my best friend Jordan, she wanted to go to Curl Fest so she could do some networking and help her brand, you know, rise. And they were amazing. I met some people that I didn't know. I also met some people that I followed on social media, and it was just an amazing experience. I know that for BeautyCon, at least maybe within the next couple of years, if not next year, it would be really cool to have a white wristband. The white wristband is for talent. With that being said, you can have a +1, and they can like go to the other part with like all the other content creators and influencers. So that is one goal of mine. So that's just kind of where I've been. I was really disappointed about not graduating on time, and I was seeing people graduate. I was seeing people that graduated with me in high school go into the career, and I was seeing people like that graduated with me in high school go back and teach at our high school, and I was like, dang, that could have been me. But I know that God has a different plan for me, and that everybody's path and road to success is different, and I know that I'm trying, I know that I'm pushing, and some people out here are very content, and I feel like I'll never be content. And I don't want to say that that's a problem if you are, but like, I'm just not going to stop. Like, I'm just not going to stop pushing. You know, I'm here. I was a little nervous. I'm still nervous because I haven't done the best over the years in school because of depression and because of my anxiety flares. But I know that I have God. I know that I have a support system. I know that I have a team behind me, and I just want to thank you guys all for just being there, supporting me, because this is amazing. Like, I just never thought that I could do anything like this. I never thought that I would have like 5,000 subscribers, and I know it's not a lot, but I remember when I was looking at other people that had 5,000 subscribers, and like, I was like, I'm gonna be there one day, and I'm here. So I can only imagine, like, now I'm looking at people that have 100,000 subscribers, and one day I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna be like, wow, I'm here, and then it's gonna be 1 million, and it's just gonna be amazing, because I'm going to look back at these videos like, dang, like, you really went through the journey and you really put in the work to be here, and this is where you wanted to be. I'm so happy that I went through the things that I went through this summer, because it was definitely a learning experience, and it helped me realize how to turn the negative into positive. And although things weren't necessarily the best this summer, I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about other people. I realized who was going to be there for me and who wasn't going to be there for me. I met some great people along the way. I mended some friendships, some relationships in general, and I'm really in a good headspace right now. So if you guys can't tell, I'm excited, and I hope that you guys are excited too, because we're back in business. So for my upload schedule, I will be uploading Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Today is obviously Wednesday, and this is a little bit different because I wanted to give you guys a quick life update before I just, you know, bailed on you or whatever. On Wednesdays, I'm gonna have girl chats, which essentially will be like the motivational Mondays moved to Wednesdays. Not unless you guys want me to do Monday, Friday, Sunday to change it back to motivational Mondays. That'd definitely be a plan. But I just felt like girl chats were more common, and I could talk about more things that have to do with like women. So maybe every once in a while I'll do like motivational Mondays, just like for topics that like anybody can relate to, and then do girl chats on Wednesdays. Tell me what you guys think below. My plan was to do girl chats on every Wednesday, so leave topics down below, and then Friday do whatever content I decide I want to do for the week, and then Sundays would be the weekly college vlog. So don't forget to leave me ideas so I know what you guys want to see from me. So I hope that answered all of your questions about where I've been and just kind of like what I've been going through. I made it. I'm here. And with God I can do anything. So I'm going to go to class now, and I will see you guys on Friday. And always remember to be you, love you, because there's nobody out there like you. Be naturally fearless, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.